strong for my family. I had to be strong for my younger cousins. And I was new to this area. I had just moved here. I was new in school. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know who to talk to. And I had no idea how to deal with that. And I would go to school, and I would come to church on Wednesday nights and come to the youth lock-ins, and I would have fun, and I would laugh, and I would have go to this awesome service and come to the altar and cry and say, God, just take all this away. And then I would go home, and I would lay down at night, and I would cry myself to sleep. And I would say, I don't understand why do I feel this way? Does anybody else feel this way? Because I don't understand why I do. And I was told, and during my teenage years in high school, I was told that depression wasn't real. It was just for attention. And let me tell you, that is a lie from the enemy. It is real. And if you don't deal with it, somebody that you come in contact does. And they deal with it. And I began to isolate myself. As I got older, I went off to college. The depression grew stronger because I still had all those years from when I was 14 to when I went off to college at 18 years old. I had that all inside of me. And I didn't want anybody else to see that side. And I isolated myself, and I laid in my bed for 4 weeks straight. And my roommate at college, she dragged me. She said, I want my roommate back. And I refused to allow the enemy to destroy your life. And she dragged me across campus to the counseling center, where I began to work on years of emotions I had held inside of me. And a couple summers later, my dad was on a motorcycle ride across the country, and he got a phone call. It said, your daughter planned her suicide. She's in a rehab in Cleveland, Tennessee. And I remember my dad calling me hysterical. He couldn't even get words out. What's going on? Why wouldn't you just tell us? We're your family. We're your parents. Why wouldn't you just talk to me? And I remember sitting in that rehab place, and I didn't have a phone, which is like, it doesn't even leave my side. I go to it all the time. I didn't have a phone. I didn't have any outside contact. I went to my room, and there was nothing in this room but a camera where they watched me 24/7, and there was a dresser on the side of the bed, and I opened that drawer, and there was a Bible there, and it was a New King James Bible, which I didn't even understand. So I tried to read it, and I got frustrated, and I threw it on the ground, and I started yelling at the top of my lungs at God, and I just blamed him for everything that's going on in my life. And I said, God, this is all your fault. You created me to be this way, and I don't understand. People keep telling me that I have a call in my life, and I don't understand why I feel this way. This is all your fault. When I did that, when I became completely real with God, and I didn't come to God and say, Dear Heavenly Father, pray that you would take this away from me. When I got completely real and crying, and as if I was talking to someone standing in front of me, that's when I began to walk in my freedom. The only way, someone asked me a couple weeks ago, what was that one thing that got you through it? Honestly, it was God. It was me picking up my Bible. I slept with my Bible beside my pillow, so that throughout the night, whenever I would wake up and start crying and start dealing with those thoughts that I'm nothing, that I'm never going to be anything, that no one likes me, I would pick up my Bible and I would start reading it. And I would read it until I fell asleep. I fell asleep with my Bible on my chest. Do I still have bad days? Yes. We are all humans. We're living in life. And sometimes life is hard. Sometimes we go through things and we don't understand it. We think God's like a taxi driver, and he brings us to a point and then he just drives off and leaves us. But that's not true. He's still with us. He's still here. So I wanted to share that with you because I wanted you to know that I dealt with depression. I dealt with cutting. And I know that you don't hear people stand up and say, I dealt with it. It's something that happens in this generation, and we keep it hidden. I am a music person. I sing, and I hum songs all day long. And I was sitting at home at my piano, and I was singing just whatever the Lord gave to me, whatever I felt that day or whatever I was going through. And I began to write a song. And so I'm going to sing it